Hello Quizheads, welcome to Takeaway Trivia, episode number 135. I'm Leon, your quizmaster from Hereford UK, and this is your pub quiz in a podcast. Yes, 4 rounds of pub quiz style trivia, and it's up to you how you play. You can do it while you're with your friends like a real pub quiz, or you can just play by yourself. Maybe you're out walking the dog on a long drive, or maybe you're waiting your turn to be the next Chancellor. However you play, it's up to you. I'll provide the questions, you provide the rules. Before we get started this week, a few hellos to get through. Rachel messaged to say, "Hi Leon, I hope you're well. I discovered your podcast while driving from Brisbane to Canberra with my partner David last week, and I wanted to thank you for keeping us entertained during the trip." That's from a new loyal listener, Rachel. Rachel, good to have you on board, and safe travels with David. Blaine's been on, who says, "Hello Leon, love the show. My wife and I listen every week. Hope you can give us a shout out as we'll be driving through Texas on our honeymoon from Australia." That's a very long drive. Any chance of some Stargate or MotoGP questions? That's Blaine and Courtney. Safe travels to you and happy honeymoon. Mello messaged on Twitter saying, "Hi from South Australia. My name's Mello. My mum and I listen to your podcast each week driving to work and school together. My mum Lara loves the show Friends and would love some more questions on that show. Personally, I've been addicted to Splatoon 3, so if there could be a Splatoon question in the next episode, I'd greatly appreciate it. I too have lost my son to the new Splatoon game. I haven't seen him for about 2 weeks since it was released. Glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for listening, both you and Lara. I'll see what I can do with some Splatoon questions." Jay says, "Can you give me and my partner a shout out on the Takeaway Trivia podcast? My name is JB and my partner's name is Megan. We do the quiz every Sunday morning along with our friend Macaulay on our half-hour commute to our church in Derby, and we absolutely love it. Thank you for listening. JB, Megan and Macaulay, safe travels and good luck with the quiz. Hope you do well." Lady Grey on Twitter says, "Hi Leon, we love Takeaway Trivia and saved up a few weeks worth for our journey to Scotland from Sussex. That's another long drive, although we'll then only have one to listen to on our way back. So to sweeten the journey back, could you surprise my husband Tom with a shout out? Hello Tom, and thank you Danielle for getting in touch." I hope you've stocked up on good sweets for the journey. Do you do that? Whenever you go on a long trip, you stop off at the first service station and you get the road trip snacks sorted. Something to drink. Obviously soft drink, and some good sweets, maybe some Haribo, some wine gums, maybe some Werther's Originals. And finally, before we get cracking on the quiz, hello to Christian, who says, "Hello Leon, my partner and I have been loving your podcast recently. It's been keeping us entertained on our long car journeys around the country. It's my partner Ashley's birthday this weekend on the 15th of October, and it'd be awesome if you could wish her happy birthday." Ashley, happy birthday. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Christian, thank you for getting in touch, and thank you for listening. I think that's enough hellos this week. If you want to reach out, at Bar Wars on Twitter or facebook.com/takeawaytrivia is the way to do it. What's coming up in this week's pod quiz? I have got the final fling for you. We'll be playing Clued Up. There's a round of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but let's start with general knowledge. Good luck. Every week, I ease you into the trivia with 10 questions on potluck, mixed bag general knowledge. Question number 1. What was Hagrid's first name in the Harry Potter series? Number 1. What was Hagrid's first name in the Harry Potter series? Number 2. From which tree does an acorn come? Number 2, from which tree would you get an acorn? Number 3, what is the name of the racehorse and also the title of the 2003 film starring Jeff Bridges as the owner and Tobey Maguire as the jockey? Question number 3, what is the name of the racehorse and title of the 2003 film starring Jeff Bridges as the owner and Tobey Maguire as the jockey? Number 4, which famous prison was closed in 1963? We're talking internationally famous. Number 4, which famous prison was closed in 1963? Number 5, which dynasty or dynasty ruled China from 1368 to 1644? Number 5. What dynasty ruled China from 1368 to 1644? That's over 2 hours, isn't it? Number 6. What name is given to the soft tissue inside bone cavities? Number 6. What name is given to the soft tissue in bone cavities? Number 7. What is Otto's profession in The Simpsons? Number 7. What is Otto's profession in The Simpsons? Number 8. What went up in 1961 and came back down in 1989? Number 8. What went up in 1961 and came down in 1989? Number 9. Which country has Kuala Lumpur as its capital? Number 9. Which country has Kuala Lumpur as its capital? And number 10. Which is taller, Canary Wharf Tower, or 1 Canada Square as it's known, or the Eiffel Tower? Number 10. Which is taller, Canary Wharf Tower, or 1 Canada Square as it's officially known? If you don't know London very well, it's a very distinctive building with a pyramid at the top in London, or the Eiffel Tower. So 1 Canada Square or the Eiffel Tower, which is taller? And that's it. That's your 10 questions on general knowledge. Hope you've got your thinking caps on. We'll have the answers for you in just a moment. First of all, let's go straight into round number 2. Round number 2 is the round where question number 1 is worth 5 points. Question 2 is for 4 points. Question 3 is worth 3 points. With question 4, you're playing for 2 points. And question 5 is worth just 1 point. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And question number 1. Name 5 colours of the original Mighty Morphing Power Rangers. Number 1. Name the 5 colours of the original Mighty Morphing Power Rangers. Well, there's more than 5. There's a possible 7, I think. Number 2. Name 4 actors to have played the character of Jack Ryan in Hollywood movies. Number 2. Name 4 actors who have played the character of Jack Ryan in Hollywood movies. Number 3. Which 3 countries border North Korea? Number 3. Which 3 countries border North Korea? Number 4. Which 2 European languages are spoken in Madagascar? Question number 4. Which 2 European languages are spoken in Madagascar primarily? And number 5. The first fairground merry-go-rounds used real stuffed horses. Is that false or true? Question number 5. False or true, the first fairground merry-go-rounds used real stuffed horses. And that's it. That's your 5 questions on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look back to your general knowledge round. Number 1. What is Hagrid's first name in the Harry Potter series? Sadly, tragically losing Robbie Coltrane this weekend. Such a sad loss to the acting community, really, and comedy community here in the UK. He was amazing in Blackadder, incredible as Cracker in a drama series where he was like a criminal profiler, and of course just superb as he played Rubeus Hagrid. Number 2. From which tree does an acorn come? Oak. 3. What is the name of the racehorse and the title of a 2003 film starring Jeff Bridges as the racehorse owner and Tobey Maguire as the jockey? It's Seabiscuit. Number 4. Which famous prison was closed in 1963? Alcatraz. Number 5. What dynasty ruled China from 1368 to 1644? The Ming Dynasty or Ming Dynasty. Number 6. What name is given to the soft tissue in bone cavities? Marrow. 7. What was Otto's profession in The Simpsons? He was the school bus driver. Number 8. What went up in 1961 and came down in 1989? The Berlin Wall. Number 9. Which country has Kuala Lumpur as its capital? Malaysia. And number 10. Which is taller, Canary Wharf Tower or the Eiffel Tower? It is the Eiffel Tower. One Canada Square's distinctive pyramid pinnacle is 800 feet, that's 240 metres above sea level. Meanwhile, the Eiffel Tower's architectural height is 300 metres and 984 feet. There you go, total up your scores. It's only round 1, don't worry if you're not doing too well, you've still got more rounds to come, including round 3, which is next. For round number 3, it's time to play Clued Up. I'm going to give you 5 clues to the identity of a mystery celebrity, and all you have to do is identify them as quick as you can. Clue number 1 is worth 10 points, clue number 2 is for 8 points, and we play all the way through until clue number 5, which is worth just 2 points. You've got to be honest with yourself on this round, give yourself the amount of points relevant to when you first guessed the correct identity. Clue number 1 for 10 points. I was born October the 21st, 1956 in Burbank, California. My parents divorced when I was just 2 years old, so I spent my childhood hiding in books, reading classic literature and writing poetry. Who am I? Clue number 1 for 10 points. I was born October 21st, 1956 in Burbank, California. My parents divorced when I was just 2 years old, so I spent my childhood hiding in books, reading classic literature and writing poetry. Who am I for 10 points? Your 8-point clue. I made my film debut in 1975's hit Shampoo, where I played Lorna Karpf. I went on to star in The Blues Brothers and played Tom Hanks' wife in The Burbs. I also appeared in Austin Powers and Family Guy. Who am I? Clue number 2 for 8 points. I made my film debut in the 1975 hit Shampoo, where I played Lorna Karpf. I went on to star in The Blues Brothers, played Tom Hanks' wife in The Burbs, and appeared in Austin Powers and Family Guy. Who am I? Your 6-point clue. I battled drug addiction throughout my life and documented it in my best-selling novel, Postcards from the Edge, which also charted my relationship with my mother, actress Debbie Reynolds. Clue number 3 for 6 points. I battled drug addiction throughout my life and documented it in my best-selling novel, Postcards from the Edge, which also charted my relationship with my mother, actress Debbie Reynolds. Clue number 4 for 4 points. My writing skills were vastly respected throughout Hollywood, and I was often hired to polish scripts of many hit films, including the Star Wars prequels with George Lucas. I sadly died in December 2016 on a flight home to LA. Who am I? Clue number 4 for 4 points. My writing skills were vastly respected throughout Hollywood, and I was often hired to polish scripts of many hit films, including the Star Wars prequels with George Lucas. I sadly died in December 2016 on a flight home to LA. Clue number 5 for 2 points. I am best known for my role of Princess Leia in the original Star Wars trilogy, a role I reprised in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Who am I? Clue number 5 for 2 points. I'm best known for my role of Princess Leia in the original Star Wars trilogy, a role I reprised in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Who am I? For 2 points. So, have you identified our mystery celebrity today? If not, don't worry, I will put you out of your misery in just a minute. First of all, the answers to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 1, name 5 colours of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You could have had red, yellow, black, pink, blue, green, or white. Question number 2. Name 4 actors who have played the character of Jack Ryan in Hollywood films. You could have had Alec Baldwin, who I think was the first person to play him back in The Hunt for the Red October. Harrison Ford played him in Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger. Ben Affleck in The Sum of All Fears. You had Chris Pine in Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit. And the current actor to play the role is John Krasinski. Number 3. Which countries border North Korea? China, Russia and South Korea. Number 4. Which 2 European languages are primarily spoken in Madagascar? You could have had French or English. And number 5, the first fairground merry-go-rounds used real stuffed horses. Is that false or true? It is, thankfully, false. Back to Clued Up. I gave you loads of clues to the identity of a mystery celebrity. Who were they? They were born in October 1956 in California. Their parents divorced when they were just 2. In loads of hit films, including Blues Brothers, Austin Powers and The Burbs. Also starred in Star Wars, of course. Their mum was Debbie Reynolds. Who was it? Carrie Fisher, the late great Carrie Fisher, was who we were looking for. Well done if you got that right, and may the force be with you always. Right, have you totaled your scores up? Hopefully you're ready for the final fling. Here we are already at the final fling. 15 questions of trickier trivia, starting with question number 1. In which year was the Treaty of Versailles signed? Number 1. In which year was the Treaty of Versailles signed? Number 2. What was the title of Michael Jackson's first UK number 1 hit single? Number 2. What was the title of Michael Jackson's first UK number 1 hit single? Number 3. What is the name of the light-sensitive membrane at the back of the eye? Number 3. What is the name of the light-sensitive membrane at the back of the eye? Number 4. What is measured in curies? Question number 4. What is measured in curies? Number 5. In which year was the first film released on the Blu-ray format? Number 5. In which year was the first film released on Blu-ray? Number 6. The Orinoco forms a 200-mile border between Venezuela and which other South American country? Number 6. The Orinoco forms a 200-mile border between Venezuela and which other South American country? Number 7. Which country was the first to ban smoking in the workplace? Number 7. Which country was the first to ban smoking in the workplace? Number 8. According to Harry Potter stories, what colour is unicorn blood? Number 8. According to Harry Potter stories, what colour is unicorn blood? Number 9. From what kind of wood are championship dartboards made? Number 9. From what kind of wood are championship dartboards made? Number 10. After the Metropolitan Police Force, which is Britain's second largest police force? Number 10. After the Metropolitan Police Force, which is Britain's second largest police force? Number 11. The world's most southerly town is Puerto Toro. In which country is it located? Number 11. The world's most southerly town is Puerto Toro. In which country is that located? Number 12. In which year did Top Gear first air on BBC television? Number 12. In which year did Top Gear first air on BBC television? Number 13. How many stomachs does a llama have? Number 13. How many stomachs does a llama have? Number 14. Mercoledì is Italian for which day of the week? Number 14. Mercoledì is Italian for which day of the week? And number 15. Which English monarch founded the Order of the Garter? Number 15. Which English monarch founded the Order of the Garter? That's your 15 questions on the final fling. If you want to pause the podcast while you finalise your answers, feel free, because the answers are coming right next. The answers to the final fling. Number 1. In which year was the Treaty of Versailles signed? It was 1919. Number 2. What was the title of Michael Jackson's first UK number 1 hit single, One Day in Your Life? Number 3. What is the name of the light-sensitive membrane at the back of the eye, that is the retina? 4. What is measured in Curie's radioactivity? 5. In which year was the first film released on Blu-ray? 2006. The first Blu-ray discs to be released were Hitch, 50 First Dates, Fifth Element and The Terminator. Number 6. The Orinoco forms a 200-mile border between Venezuela and which other South American country? Colombia. Number 7. Which country was the first to ban smoking in the workplace? Ireland. Number 8. According to Harry Potter stories, what colour is unicorn blood? Silver. Number 9. What kind of wood are championship dartboards made from? Elm. Number 10. After the Metropolitan Police Force, which is Britain's second largest police force? The West Midlands. Number 11. The world's most southerly town is Puerto Toro. In which country would you find it? Chile. Number 12. In which year did Top Gear first air on BBC TV? 1978. Number 13. How many stomachs does a llama have? 3. Number 14. Mercoledì is Italian for which day of the week? Wednesday. And 15. Which English monarch founded the Order of the Garter? King Edward III. There you go. Total up your scores and celebrate your victory if you are the champion of this week's Takeaway Trivia amongst your friends. If you've beaten your all-time high score, well done. Treat yourself to something nice this week, even if it's just a ginger nut latte or an extra biscuit or two. You deserve it. Hope you have a great week. I'm going to leave you with one final tat fact. Did you know, created in August 1991, info.cern.ch was the world's first ever website. Oh, those lovely days of the internet where you didn't have loads of annoying accept my cookie pop-ups and paywalled websites, and everyone had ridiculous Hotmail addresses. Great stuff. Thank you for playing Takeaway Trivia this week. It's been a pleasure to be your quizmaster. Have a wonderful week, have a safe week, and we'll quiz again soon. Take care. Hope you enjoyed playing this week's Takeaway Trivia. Don't forget, we're now available wherever you get your podcasts. So please subscribe, rate and review to help this podcast grow. Also, if there's anything you'd like to be tested on, any subjects you'd like to hear in the quiz, please get in touch. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/takeawaytrivia or on Twitter at BarWars. Speak to you soon. The intro music is There It Is by Kevin MacLeod, available from incomputech.filmmusic.io, licensed by creativecommons.org.